I'm meeting.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Priyanka Pandey, and I'm honored to be your host for today's workshop on MOOC. Let us begin with a quote that echoes with the spirit of continuous learning. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, by Nelson Mandela. It is an honor to welcome you all for today's workshop on creating MOOCs organized by Rizvi College of Education. As we all knowing, the National Education Policy 2020 has emphasized the importance of MOOCs in higher education. As educator, it is our duty to stay updated and embrace this change in our life. I extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every participant joining us today. It is a true pleasure to have such a distinguished assembly of educators and leaders in the field of education. A special welcome to our resource person, Dr. Agnes D'Costa, ma'am, Dr. Spotty Karthik, madam, Principal of Rizvi College of Education, and Dr. Megha Gokhe, madam, Principal of Thakur Shamnarayan B.Ed College. We are honored to have you here, madam. Additionally, we warmly welcome Dr. Maria Gaur, Madam, the IQAC coordinator from the Rizvi Arts, Science and Commerce College. Madam, your presence and participation are deeply appreciated. To begin our program in accordance with our Indian tradition, let us seek the blessing of Almighty. Now I request our FYBH student, Miss Siddhi, to present a beautiful prayer dance. Siddhi, over to you.
या शुभ्र वस्त्रावृता या या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती जाड्यां
Thank you, Siddhi, for that divine performance.
There was a beginning of the Rashtrakuta by Steve College and the that works tirelessly. We request Nahida Madam to give an introduction on this about the college and about the course, about today's program. Thank you.
Very good afternoon to everybody present here today. May I request Ms. Jyoti Bhatia to kindly play the college video, which will give a glimpse about our college and the diverse activities undertaken by Rizvi College of Education.
Rizvi Education Society, our motto is to promote academic excellence, nurture holistic development, and empower future leaders. We believe in providing diverse and transformative learning experiences that equip our students with the knowledge and skills needed to excel in their careers and contribute meaningfully to society. Rizvi College of Education stands as a beacon of learning and growth. With a commitment to fostering excellence in education, our college has become a nurturing ground for aspiring teachers. Our name and logo symbolize our dedication to providing high-quality education and shaping the educators of tomorrow. Our vision is to achieve excellence by creating globally competent teachers through world-class education. We strive to foster value-oriented, experiential learning that is creative, futuristic, and lifelong. Our mission is to develop an awareness of professional ethics and multifaceted roles of a teacher, ensuring our graduates are well prepared for the challenges of the modern educational landscape. Over the past 21 years, Rizvi College of Education has embarked on a remarkable journey of growth and achievement. From our humble beginnings in 2003 to our current status as a leading institution, we have continually strived for excellence. These photos capture the milestones and memories that have shaped our college into what it is today. Dr. Akhtar Hassan Rizvi Sir is a visionary educationist and scholar. His impressive academic achievements include a doctorate from the University of Mumbai and a diploma in business management. As a former member of Parliament and President of the Nationalist Congress Party in Uttar Pradesh, Dr. Rizvi has made significant contributions to both education and society, leaving an indelible mark on our institution. Advocate Mrs. Rubina Akhtar Hassan Rizvi Madam is an accomplished Indian criminal lawyer and forensic expert associated with the High Court of Mumbai. As an educationist by excellence and director of Rizvi Education Society, she has played a pivotal role in shaping our institution. Her dedication and expertise have greatly contributed to the success and growth of our college. Internships are a crucial component of our B.Ed program, providing students with hands-on experience in real classroom settings. These photos showcase our students actively engaging in teaching practice at various schools, where they apply their knowledge and skills, preparing them to become effective and confident educators. Our commitment to excellence in education is reflected in the successful placements of our B.Ed students. These photos highlight our graduates in their roles at esteemed educational institutions. These achievements stand as a testament to the quality of education and training they received at our college. Community work is an integral part of our ethos at our college. Our students actively participate in various community service initiatives, making a positive impact on society. These photos capture moments of our students engaging in meaningful projects, exemplifying our commitment to social responsibility and civic engagement. At our college, we embrace the power of technology to enhance learning. Our classrooms are equipped with modern tools and resources, including projectors and interactive systems, to create an engaging and effective learning environment. These photos showcase our commitment to integrating technology into education, preparing our students for a digital world. We are proud to announce that our college has been awarded a B+ accreditation by NAC. This prestigious recognition reflects our unwavering commitment to maintaining high standards of quality and excellence in education. It is a milestone that motivates us to continue striving for even greater achievements. Our value-added courses are designed to provide comprehensive development opportunities for our students, from yoga and STEM with arts to Tech Connect and training in English communication, soft skills and interview preparation. These courses ensure our students are well-rounded and prepared for the diverse challenges of the teaching profession. Conferences and seminars play a crucial role in the professional development of our students and faculty. These events provide platforms for knowledge exchange, networking, and staying updated with the latest trends in education. Our alumni have made their mark across the globe, from Australia and Dubai to Qatar and New York. Their success stories highlight the global impact of the education they received at our college. Many of our alumni have ascended to leadership positions as principals of esteemed institutions, and they exemplify the leadership qualities and professional excellence that our college instills in its students. We are proud of their contributions to the field of education. Our faculty development programs are designed to enhance the skills and knowledge of our educators. through workshops on topics such as outcome-based education and data analytics with Excel, we ensure that our faculty remains at the forefront of educational innovation and excellence. These programs are integral to our commitment to continuous improvement.
While talking about the journey of Rizvi College of Education, I would fail in my duty if I do not talk about the leader of this institution. Leadership is the capacity to translate a vision into reality, as stated by Warren Bennis. And Dr. Swati Karthik, the Honorable Principal of Rizvi College of Education, is a leader who has continuously strived to translate the mission, vision, and goal of RCOET into reality. With a distinguished career in education, Dr. Karthik brings a wealth of experience and visionary approach to her role. Madam is committed to fostering an environment that nurtures both educators and students. Her leadership is characterized by a focus on continuous improvement and deep commitment to advancing the educational standards of this great institution. Under the leadership of our Honorable President, Sir, a dynamic director, and a very respected principal, madam, the college provides dynamic training programs that empowers both teacher as well as taught to be abreast with the changes in the educational landscape. And it is under their able mentorship and guidance that the IQAC of Rizvi College of Education has succeeded in organizing this faculty development program. With this, I take the opportunity to welcome everyone to this faculty development program. Rizvi College of Education planned this workshop on creating MOOCs to equip educators with modern digital teaching skills, enhance educational quality, and expand access to learning. Aligning with NEP 2020's vision of integrating technology in education, the workshop aims to foster innovation, professional growth, and inclusivity. By embracing this initiative, the college reinforces its commitment to excellence and forward-thinking education. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And through this MOOCs, we aim to make this change accessible to all. It is a pleasure to have you all here today as we embark on a journey to explore the transformative realm of MOOCs, which stands for Massive Open Online Courses. MOOCs represents a paradigm shift in the way education is delivered and accessed. As we embrace the digital transformation in education, the creation and implementation of MOOCs has become the need of the hour for several reasons like accessibility to learners, flexibility, reduction of cost both for the institution as well as the students, scalability, and the opportunity to be a lifelong learner. The significance of MOOCs is further emphasized by NEP 2020, which envisions a transformational shift in the education system. NEP 2020 advocates for the extensive use of technology in the teaching learning process, highlighting the role of MOOCs in enhancing the quality and reach of education. It encourages teachers to leverage MOOCs to supplement traditional teaching methods, foster collaborative learning, and provide students with a diverse array of learning resources. In today's session, we aim to delve deep into understanding how we as educators can integrate MOOCs in our educational framework and align ourselves with the goals of NEP 2020. Our distinguished resource person, Dr. Agnes D'Costa, has curated this workshop to keep us up with the necessary skills and knowledge to design, develop, and deliver effective MOOCs. I encourage all of us to actively engage in this session as it will not only enable us to become more proficient in the use of technology and the methodologies, but also as educators, we can learn to create more engaging and interactive learning experiences, which can improve the students' outcome and satisfaction. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to all of you, and I am confident that this program will be an enriching experience for all of you. Let us seize this opportunity and empower ourselves in the role as educators, Let's learn, collaborate, and innovate, and ultimately contribute to the advancement of our education mission. Thank you, and I wish you all a very productive session today. Thank you so much.
Naida Madam, for the insightful introduction of the FDP program and about the RCOET. It is now my privilege to invite our respected principal, Madam Dr. Swati Karthik, to share her welcome address and set the tone for today's workshop. Madam, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Mrs. Nahida Mandiwala and Dr. Priyanka Pandey. So to our distinguished resource person, Principal Dr. Megha Gokhe of Thakur College of Education, professors of Rizvi Art Science and Commerce College, teacher educators from Thakur Shamnaran College of Education and Research and Rizvi College of Education, teachers from Awami Junior College and all other participants of the workshop, good afternoon and a very warm welcome. Welcome to Dr. Maria Gaur too of Rizvi Art Science College. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to today's session on developing massive open online courses or MOOCs. To begin with, I would like to express my gratitude towards the management of Rizvi Education Society, the Honorable President Dr. Akhtar Hasan Rizvi Sir and Honorable Director Advocate Mrs. Rubina Akhtar Hasan Rizvi Ma'am for being the source of motivation and organizing this workshop. Online teaching through massive open online courses is one of the emerging technologies in the field of education. MOOCs have revolutionized the way we think about learning, allowing us to reach a global audience and provide access to quality education for all. As educators, instructional designers, and lifelong learners, it is crucial for us to stay ahead of the curve in this ever-evolving landscape. Today, we are honored to have Dr. Agnes D'Costa with us as a resource person leading today's workshop. Dr. D'Costa, with several years of experience in the field of education, is a pioneer in the field of technology integration in education. She is an expert in OER development and evaluation of e-content. Her contribution to open education resources on Wiki Educator has won her the Best User Page Expo award from Wiki Educator. Today, we look forward to her session where she would introduce us to certain platforms and tools available for creating and delivering MOOC, and also providing us training in creating a MOOC using a free online platform. I encourage each of you to actively participate, share your thoughts, and take full advantage of this opportunity to learn from one of the best in the field. Once again, let me extend a warm welcome to Dr. Agnes D'Costa, Madam. We are excited to learn from your expertise and insights today. I would like to thank the college, IQSC, and the organizing committee for putting up this session together, for all the hard work that went into it in a very short notice of time. We are honored to have such a distinguished group of educators, and I thank each and every one of you for being here today. Today's session promises an engaging and enlightening experience for all of us. So welcome once again and thank you. Over to Priyanka ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Swati Karthik, Madam, for your inspiring words. Now it is the time to introduce our resource person to the participants. And it is my great privilege and honor to introduce our esteemed guest for today, Dr. Agnes D'Costa, Madam. Dr. D'Costa, ma'am, has been a pioneer in the field of education and has contributed immensely to the development of MOOC. Dr. D'Costa, Madam, is an associate professor at Pushpanjali College of Education in Vasai, where she has been dedicated teacher-educator since 1996. Madam holds multiple advanced degrees, including an MSc in Inorganic Chemistry and MA in History and MA and also PhD. Her extensive experiences included 8 years as a teacher at St. Augustine High School in Vasai. Dr. D'Costa, Madam, has PhD research which is focused on the relationship between the teacher effectiveness and multiple intelligence of secondary school teachers. Madam has been recognized for her innovative practices, winning the NCERT award in 2012. Madam has also an expert in evaluating e-content for NCERT. Madam also involved in a curriculum preparation for the PG diploma in e-education at YCMOU. And she is keen supporter of open educational resources and blended learning. Additionally, Madam has authored several educational books and regularly conducts sessions on digital learning and teacher education. Now, please join me virtually in welcoming Dr. Agnes D'Costa, Madam. Madam, really we are very fortunate to have you with us today. Over to you now, platform. Over to you, Dr. D'Costa, Madam. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. First of all, thank you, Dr. Spotty, for this forum. Thank you, Nahida, for all your involvement as IKVC coordinator. Thank you, Dr. Priyanka, for the crisp introduction. I say hello to Dr. Megha. So it's nice to be on this forum to share. But let me also say that there are people here from whom I have learned. Payal, you have created a MOOC, right? Payal, if you could unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yes. And I was a student on Payal's MOOC. So,
Ma'am, I'm very
Payal,
glad you remembered me, ma'am. Thank you
Definitely.
very much, ma'am.
आपके नाम से certificate जो मिला है, so I I'll remember you. Payal has been
I'm
part
highly
of the.
obliged, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
So,
But you
so
are
if,
the
if I forget something, please remind me, Payal, because
definitely, ma'am. Ma'am, right now I am your student, ma'am.
Yeah, but you can excuse me if I forget because you are young
Arey, ma'am,
and
please,
we
ma'am.
are old. No, I'm not embarrassing you, but I mean, the MOOC that Payal had created was a very wonderful one. I think she was with somebody else. There was somebody else, or it was fully your MOOC. I'm not very sure.
Ma'am, actually, I had a mentor, Dr. Lekhi.
Correct.
She was
Correct.
the mentor, and we
Right.
had developed.
Right. So participants, there is this organization or this movement called as Open Education for a Better World. And I think it was under that this MOOC was created. Of course, that was a much larger audience, etc. Today, what I'm going to look at is how we can create MOOCs which are specially designed for our own college students. They can be customized according to the needs of our college students. Of course, it can also be extended to people of other colleges, etc. And this is a free platform that we will be using to create MOOCs. So without spending any further time, my plan for today is to give you a little bit, not too much, about 5 to 10 minutes of theoretical inputs. Then I will show you some MOOCs that I have used in my college for just our student audience. And then to get you into workshop mode where you will be able to at least create certain parts of your own MOOC, which you can then keep building up as you progress further. So I'll just share screen. Just give me a minute. By the way, when we talk of MOOCs and all that, yeah, MOOCs are something, yes. So MOOCs are something that, you know, a lot of focus is being given on this. I hope the screen is visible. Visible, right. So where are the advantages of this? I'm talking from point of view of for the college. When we talk of NAC and when we think of AQVR, SSR, etc., we always are asked how many students participated in value-added courses, how many participated in self-study courses. So when you can have a value-added course through MOOCs, you can have a self-study course through MOOCs. Advantages, we are not taking time from our college timetable. So that is one big advantage for this, for using a MOOC. Something about MOOCs, we all know that they are massive open online courses. When we talk of a course, it can be a self-paced course, completely self-paced. That means your MOOC can be open for any number of months, and they can do it maybe in 2 weeks, or they can do it in 2 months, the students. It may or may not have start and end dates. If you want to be structured, you can say, okay, we'll start on 1st of July and we end our MOOC by 31st of August. It's up to you. Or you can
Cynthia, ma'am,
Yes, hello.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Your sound is a little low. If you could increase the
Okay.
volume of your sound.
Hello, but now I'll have to then. 1 second, okay? I'll stop screen sharing. The thing is, I cannot.
No, it's not because of the screen sharing. Even before that,
No,
it was a little low, I think.
It is, yeah, but then I'm trying to look at if somebody.
You will
guide
have
me.
to raise your volume a little. That's the
Ma'am,
only way this
probably
can
if you
happen.
could keep the mic closer to you,
Yeah, it
then
is,
we
it's
will
very
not
close
face
now.
it.
Still, I'm low. Still, the volume is low.
Yes.
Normally, when we are in Zoom, we can see the volume controls, but here I cannot see that volume control that I have. Hello, I'm still.
Jyoti ma'am, can you please help ma'am with the
So
volume control?
normally we
ma'am.
get two windows where we have a Zoom window and where I can set my own settings. I can increase the volume. That is a little bit.
Ma'am, when you share your screen, there is options for the volume. Maybe
Acha,
there you
on the
can try.
share screen, no option for volume. उधर नहीं है.
Jyoti ma'am, please guide her, no?
Yeah, 1 second. ma'am.
Computer audio. Yeah.
Ma'am, in the share screen,
Yeah.
you have computer audio
Yes.
and then you can use that.
Yeah, but then mono and stereo high fidelity. That's it. So that's the only one that the volume button is not showing there. That is the, I was trying to look out for that.
So it's okay, ma'am. You continue.
I'll
If you
continue.
could speak a little louder
Yeah.
from your
Okay.
side.
Okay.
Thank
I'll
you.
do that. I'll speak a little louder and the microphone also, I'm holding it as close as possible. So yeah, let me share again my screen. So when we have MOOCs, you see, yeah. So you could have an end date. You could give batches to your students. You could include more than one instructor. Along with you, you could have somebody else as an instructor. You can have assessments. You can give them feedback. So it becomes a real course. Just as you run a face-to-face course, here also you run a full-fledged course using a MOOC. Then comes the question of how massive is massive. When we say massive, so what is the number? The number could be anything. It could be from your class of 50 or to even thousands of people. That would not be an issue. It could also be when we say open. So the question is, now if you're running it only for our college students, then that will be open.
Sorry, ma'am, to pause you for a while. I can just help you out.
Yeah.
Can you see the audio of your mic? There is a small arrow there.
Again, I'll have to stop sharing and then.
Yeah, so that the volume can be sorted.
Yeah.
But there is a small arrow there.
No, that's where on
the mic.
On the screen itself, right, Jyoti ma'am?
Yes,
Where
ma'am.
you see
On the
mic.
screen, there is this audio where we can put on and off.
Mic
for
and the
audio.
video.
Okay, all right.
There is a small audio,
Fine,
small arrow.
Yeah.
Then there is audio settings. If you can click there,
Yes. I think.
and from there now you can
yes,
adjust the volume.
Thank you so much, Jyoti.
Yeah, the mic volume.
I think. Okay, right. Hello. I
Microphone.
think this is better now.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Jyoti.
Yeah.
So I think this is better. The thing is, I'm using Zoom after very long, so certain things forgotten. Sorry for that.
It's absolutely fine. ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So here, when we go on to just a minute. Yeah. So the question is, when we say open registration, yeah, it could be a free MOOC, it could be open registered to anybody can register, or you can control the registrations. Since you are doing it for your college students, obviously you can decide when you give the link. You can send the email only to selected students, and you can decide who your users are going to be. Question comes of, is your content open? Now this is up to you. You can release the content. You must have heard of OERs. You must have heard of CC BY licenses. So it's up to you whether you don't mind your content being used by others, whether your content is open education resource type of content. Charging for MOOCs again is a question. You must have heard of MOOCs which will charge you right from day one. It is not a free MOOC. Or there are MOOCs which will not charge you anything at all right till the very end. Even your certification is free. Sometimes when we do MOOCs on Swayam and all, learning is free, but to get your certificate, you are charged. Obviously, when we are doing this for our college students, it's going to be an affordable course, and therefore this decision, like, for college students, it is free. For outsiders, we could charge them for certificate. This is all college decisions, etc. And coming to when we say online, the participants are not going to be meeting face to face. At the same time, how can we give them maximum benefits of what we have in a face-to-face classroom? This also we have to think about. So when we say that this is an online MOOC, we mean we are not going to meet face-to-face. At the same time, we want discussions, etc. This, the person creating the MOOC has to keep in mind. One thing I would like to bring to your notice is you could have a continuum of MOOCs. There are MOOCs which are called as X-MOOCs. X-MOOCs focus on scalability. I'm only bothered about numbers. 10,000 people doing my MOOC, 15,000 people doing my MOOC. You will sacrifice on interaction. When you go to scalability, huge, large MOOCs, you're not going to have interaction between your people. You're going to have so much of material coming in, say their answers, etc. You may not even be able to filter through those. On the other end of that continuum is C-type MOOCs, where we are focusing on community and connections. So here the numbers may be small. We are not interested in 10,000 participants. We are interested in our 100 participants who are able to communicate with each other, who are able to converse with each other. My take on this is, for a B.Ed college, or for even any of our other colleges, if we are doing it for our students, our focus will be the C type of MOOCs, where we are concentrating on connections, interaction with each other. When Swayam and all you see, there is very little interaction, though some people do have that kind of interaction. They concentrate more on scalability. So with these little inputs, we are also aware, all of you are aware that there are 4 quadrants of MOOCs. And this is what we are going to look at when we create our MOOCs. We are going to concentrate that our quadrant has tutorials. Tutorials can be in the form of videos. Now, these videos could be ready-made videos, which you get from YouTube with a link put in. It could be videos created by yourself. That is, you have videoed yourself, you have videographed yourself, and you're uploading that video. Care should be taken that videos are not too long. Attention span of the person should be kept in mind. Sometimes you can have even tutorial in the form of synchronous sessions. There are MOOCs which decide that on so and so date, 8 o'clock, we will all meet online. So the meeting is online, but it is synchronous. So tutorials could be in that form also. Then quadrant 2 talks of the content that you give your students. This content could be in the form of PDFs. It could be in the form of infographics, pictures which carry information. It could be in the form of a Word file. It could be in the form of an audio file, any type of content. E-books can be either created by you or links of e-books could be given. Quadrant 3 looks at discussion forum. Since a MOOC is entirely online, but we want our students to also discuss with each other, having discussion forums is a very integral part of MOOCs. And obviously, no course can be there without assessment. Assessment can be formative from time to time for every module. It could be in the form of quizzes. It could be in the form of group work. It could be in the form of individual work. The student can put up the assessment as a video file, as an audio file, any type of assessment you can give. And you can also have a summative assessment at the end. So when we create a MOOC, looking at these 4 quadrants is something that we will keep in mind. Now, when you create a MOOC, certain things to be keeping in mind. I'm not going to depth with this because we do this not only for MOOCs, we also do this for any small course that we would be taking, any event we are taking, any teaching activity, a workshop. You are keeping this in mind. you have objectives or goals, you remember who is your target audience, you have done learner analysis, you know their language, you know what is their previous knowledge. So keep all this in mind. A proper platform, that is, which kind of a platform you'll be using, you'll keep that in mind. A MOOC can also include more than one instructor. You need not be the only expert. You can have co-teachers with you. Designing outlines and modules, which will be in a short while, we'll be seeing this. How to assemble the material to make it attractive, accessible for the learners. You will also keep in mind how to plan interaction, whether you can have, after every module, what kind of interaction you want between them. Planning evaluation, just as we do for any workshop, just as we do for a simple lesson or anything, any learning activity that we carry, MOOC also will take care of all these different aspects. So with this much background, what I'm going to do is I will take you to my own MOOC that I have used in college. Okay. I hope you can see the screen. Yeah, Canvas. Put somebody
ma'am.
there. Yeah, very good. Thank you. I'm logging into my account and then we will be creating our own MOOCs. I want to show you how I have used MOOCs. By the way, other than Payal, anybody has created MOOCs for their students? Or you have anybody has done that? Okay, fine. So I'll just show you what I did was at a very, you can say, a simple level. It was not at a very high funda level. So this is my dashboard that you have for my MOOCs. The first MOOC that I had done was in 2020, which was on apps in education. Thereafter, recently created one on Indian knowledge systems. And this particular MOOC that you can see here, you are seeing the same picture. Because this MOOC I used last year and I'm using it again this year for this year's students. So let me show you, last year students have completed this MOOC. So I'm taking you on to this particular MOOC. Okay. Now you can see that a MOOC has got modules. This is a MOOC that I had on MHSSS, is Mental Health of Secondary School Students. It is mainly based on one book that has been brought out by Government of India, and that book is called Manodarpan. It gives you very nicely, very simple way how to recognize mental health crisis in students, how to simple signs and how to help students, adolescent students deal with their mental health. So this MOOC that was created for last year's students, it had these modules: concept of mental health, then depression and stress in students, body image, dealing with bullying. You can see that under each module, I didn't have too much content, 3 to 4 things. That was all under each module. And this way, the entire modules were created, and ultimate one was winding up. Winding up was a 10-mark quiz. You can have more than one quiz, not an issue. Now, under each of these modules, what was there? So let us start with just this one module I'll show you, because I'm more interested in you creating your modules. So for concept of mental health, initially, the first module that they had, the sub-module in that was, I used a case study. They read the case study. Here you'll see a link. I wanted them to go through some other stuff. So that was posted as a link. So just as you give them a Word file, or just as you give them a handout in your class, or just as you go and discuss something with them, share it on a PPT, the same kind of material was shared here. Hardly the student will take 5 minutes to go through this and some more time to go through this link that I gave them. After that, they can go to the next page. In the next page, the student had videos. I told you about the different quadrants. And in the quadrants, you will remember that videos or e-tutorials is an integral part of MOOCs. Now, these were not videos that I created. So therefore, from here, they would go directly to that YouTube video. So when they click on this, they will directly go to the YouTube video, which talks that we all have mental health and maybe mental health issues. So there were 3 videos that the students had to watch. especially to know about mental health of teenage students. And when they finish these 3 videos, then they could go on to the next part of that module where I wanted to have a discussion. As I told you, videos, text material, PDF files, discussion are all important parts of a MOOC. So here they had a discussion. I gave them a little bit of a lead for the discussion. You have learned about the meaning of mental health. Teachers must be mindful of mental health of students and must help students to have good mental health. Share your thoughts in 4 to 5 sentences. This limit is up to you. I know that the students, generally they're quite lazy to write or they don't want to write big, long paragraphs. So just a short one. So practically all of the students, like you can look here, there are 33 replies here. There are 33 replies. So practically all of them who took the course, they had replied to this, where the question was, what should the teachers do? Share your thoughts. What teachers should do to be mindful of the mental health of the students. And you can see this. You can make out who has given the comment on what date, what time. Again, I'm bringing to your notice that such kind of things become useful, especially when we are giving evidences कि हमारे students ने ये value-added courses किए हैं. This is also evidence in lack of their active participation. You can look afterwards. I'll show you each student. Also, you can see how many comments that student gave, etc. The teacher also can reply. So if I click on reply and I find somebody is going off track with their views or somebody's views are very good, then in that case, I could even give my personal comments. The students could also comment on each other's replies. Certain students have done that. Somebody preferred to give an image. So this student decided I'm not going to write 4 to 5 lines, and she has put her thoughts as an image. So this way, practically each and every student had their comments, etc. written. We'll go back to the modules page. What I showed you was just this one module. In this manner, all the other modules, sometimes additional reading was given, like depression and stress in students. For that, I preferred to have additional reading. So I gave them a link, additional reading, and an activity based on that was given. That when you go for internship, then try to have a group activity, how students can reduce their stress. Teach them some simple things like mindfulness, or teach them coping with stress, simple yoga, etc. And students carried out this activity. So this way, what goes into each module is up to you. And you can take the students through all the modules till they reach. Whether they can skip a module and go from first module to fifth module, it's up to you. Whether you want them to go in linear manner or not, everything is up to you. Look at the other features that you have on this. So far, any queries, anybody? So far, does anybody have anything to say? Or I hope everything is clear up till now. Okay, fine. If that is so, I will show you what is analytics. Now, if I go to analytics, if you look at this on the left side, you have home, you have announcements. I'm taking you to analytics because give it some time. Analytics helps us to see, analytics helps us to see how is our course doing. At one glance, a teacher can make out what is the average. I showed you last year's because most of them had gone till the end of the, there are dropouts also on the MOOC. Some of them didn't go up till the last quiz and all. So how much they got on the quiz? An average is given here. You can see that. If you want to know their weekly online activity, you can check that out. Their weekly online activity. For example, you will not see any activity here because this is, I'll scroll this bar. This is present. Now, this is the data for the students who are in SY. Today, their exam is over, those students. So let me just take this data till when they did the course. They did the course last year around this time. Now you can see. So when I'm scrolling this, you can make out that the activity was very high. I can get the dates also. Roughly around June, July, that time their activity was very high. So on a particular day, suppose I'm interested on 17th of July, or let us take this 24th of July. Last year, around this time, I can make out how many participants were there around that time. I can make out that there were around 6 average page views on that day. The earlier day, see, I can make out how many page views were there. I can make out how many participants were active on that day. So this way, you can get complete analytics. You can even look at the analytics student-wise. So you will see here that this person, when did she last participate? How many pages has she gone through? What percentage of mark did she get? How much time she has spent, 100% of the time or whatever. All this analytics you can get for each and every student. For each and every student, you get analytics. This is the advantage that we have for MOOC. If you have such a course in face-to-face mode, very difficult for us to keep all this data, track of all this data. Whereas with the MOOC, it is very simple. This is all done by the machine itself online. So this is the advantage of having, you can even have reports here if you wish to have. So in this manner, you can create a MOOC, get regular updates on how your class is doing. You can interact with them. I just showed you one example of discussion where I asked them to write their comments on mental health. But you could have a discussion. I had about 2 to 3 discussions in the entire MOOC. And my advice is for every topic, have a discussion. For every module, we try to include all the quadrants. That is some PDF files, that is e-content, some videos, some quizzes, as well as some discussion. If you do this for every module, it becomes more robust. Any queries up till here? Because if then you all are fine up till here, then we will now directly create our MOOC. So I'll stop sharing and we could just, any queries up till here you could ask. Or anything to share up till here, you could share. Yes? Hello? Yes. Yeah, Megha says she has understood. Any queries up to here? Okay, fine. Then in that case, I'm sure you're excited to create your own MOOC. So I will just give me 1 minute. By the time I will give you one, I think Jyoti had already shared with you that you could join in, you could create your account. How many of you have managed to create your account?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we have been able to create it.
All
You
of
sent
you?
the message.
Yes.
We at Rizvi College have. I don't know about
Anybody
the
else
others.
left? Okay. So fine. If we'll just give a minute to those who, I'm posting one in the chat box, you'll find if you have not created and are interested in creating your Canvas account, if you don't have a Canvas.instructor account and you're interested in creating your account, I have just sent the link. Rizvi College people, now you can go on to Canvas.instructor and we will start creating our own course. How many of you are creating your account now? Because it will take you about 5 to 10 minutes to fill in your details. You will also get a mail which you will have to respond to. You have to tick. Okay. Any of you creating your account now? Anybody who is creating it? And I sent you a link. Anybody creating the account now? Okay. Frisbee, everybody has created. Then no issues. Then that is a wonderful thing. And thank you for that, Jyoti, for getting, because that itself takes 10 to 15 minutes and kabhi wo loop mein jata hai.
Yes, ma'am. That's why I sent it pre-ahead. So
that was really wonderful. I was happy to see that. So, okay. So then fine. Wonderful. So then we will directly go on to creating our.
if somebody needs help, please unmute yourself and ask us for help. We can guide you.
If you want to create your account, that is.
Yeah.
If you all have already created the account, nothing like it. That's beautiful. So if that is the case, fine. Then in that case, we I will log out of my account, or I'll go to, if you have already got, then I'll just show you how to directly create a nice MOOC. Okay, when you go on to your dashboard, you will not see any published courses. But you will see something like start a new course. Do you see that? Those of you who have?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you see start.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
very good, very good. If you see start a new course, click on that. Click on that and give your course a name. Think of anything like, suppose you want for international education or life skill program or Indian knowledge systems. That's a nice topic actually. And there's so much focus on Indian knowledge systems. So think, it need not be perfect. You can change your course name anytime. So suppose I'm creating on Indian. You could give one on English speaking. You could give one on communication skills, whatever is your area of interest. And say create. And when you do that, you get something like this. Right? You got something like this.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful.
Yes.
If you are interested in an image, you can put up an image. So you can choose an image suitable to your course, obviously. So I'm just trying to see if I can get something suitable to my course. You can upload any image, give your, might take little time. So an image can go up, your name of the course is there. You give a course of code, just as you have CC1, CC2 like that. So you can give your any short form that you want. Blueprint, etc. Right now, don't worry. Time zone, you can keep. You can put India's time zone. New Delhi, you can search, or that doesn't make a difference because we are not going to take any online sessions for them. So don't worry about that. Now, participation. So you can set up term wise or you can go course wise. So you can start. You can give a start date if you wish. Otherwise, you can just keep it open also, not a problem. Okay, so you can put a date if you want. You also have options like if your course is ready, then before start date, they may have registered, but they cannot see it before the start date. Or when the date ends, this is something very interesting. I don't want my students to see my course after the date ends. For example, the course I did with Payal. Now I can't see that course anymore. So that is in a way good because sometimes when you leave your courses open, then people might use your material without your permission, etc. Or person has passed out of your college 2 years ago and then is simply there. So that is good actually in a way if you give. If not, you can keep it open as well. These are all your choices. English language you can set. You can also have it. This is a wonderful thing that you can have it in multiple languages. Though I'm not sure how many Indian languages have been mentioned there. I had once seen Tamil, etc., but I'm not very sure. But you could keep it to India, UK, India, or US, India, whatever. You have certain, since it's a free account, your file storage and all will be limited. License is something important. If it is private, if you can keep it private, or you can use any of these licenses. If you are not aware of OERs, do read up on these OER licenses before you choose one of those, or else just keep it private. Nobody else will use your material. Okay. Certain other things that you can describe. This is important. So you can describe your course here. This is the course which will teach you about Indian knowledge systems, about yoga, about Ayurveda, about management system, whatever you want. You can put a small little intro there. These you can read, like, yeah, suppose now there is a discussion and a child wants to upload a file. You may allow it, or you may just, if you don't allow it, that means they can't attach a file. Do you want them to create the discussion topics? Then, so accordingly, you click select or don't select that. If you can allow them to edit their responses, even delete their discussion replies. So I don't want them to organize their own groups, so I'll deselect this. I don't want them to organizing their groups. You can, yeah.
For the large course, what we have to do?
For what is that?
Large course.
It's large course.
It's after the file storage.
This is because it is free, no? Then you'll have to upgrade. Then you'll have to go into a premium. Yeah.
So
Then
we need to
yeah.
pay.
Especially if you, then you have to pay. This is a free one, no? So
Okay.
especially when we make our own videos and all and upload, it may go very high. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So this way you can go through this, and you can anytime you can change this. Please update the course details. At any time, you can change these course details that you need. You feel that the course needs to be extended by 1 month because students have not participated adequately, then you can do that. Now let's come to directly making the modules. There are a lot of things here on the menu, which we will see in due course of time. You can have announcements for your students. Suppose there is an assignment given and they are not submitting it. Then you can mention that please, or this discussion was given and only 20 students participated. 30 have not participated. Then you can put it as an announcement. Or let us say you're doing Indian knowledge systems and next week you are having somebody talking to them online. So you can put up on so-and-so date, expert so-and-so will be talking to us, make sure you attend. Such kind of things. You can put up your announcements, but let's directly go to modules. Modules are the heart and the soul of any course. So if you have updated your course details, then you come to modules, please. Left side, scroll a bit down and you'll get modules. So click on modules. And you'll see that there is no module there because you have not added anything as yet. So now we will start adding modules. Actually, this is something very simple. You don't even need me to tell. Just go to the blue button, add module. I hope you have seen the blue button, add module, and give your module a name. Now I'm doing Indian knowledge systems, so I'll say Introduction to Indian knowledge systems will be my first module. I want it to be. I can lock my module. I want first module to go on 1st of July. So I can lock it until that date. I want second module to go 10 days later, 10th of July. So I can lock it till that date. I can create all my modules, but I can lock them till I want them to be out. So this is the nice thing. Or you can keep all unlocked. It's up to you. So if you say lock until, then you will get till which date. That day the module will automatically open. You can create all your modules, but you can lock it until a particular date. I'm not locking, and I'm just saying add module. So you see module 1 has come. We have not put anything in module. It's only a skeleton we are preparing. Now I'll add one more module. I'll add at least 3 modules for now. Say I want a module on ancient Indian education. I want my students to know about this system. Now you will see that something new has come there, prerequisite. Prerequisite means to access this module. Do they have to go through this module? If I feel that to come to module 2, they have to do module 1, then I will say yes, they have to access this module. And then only I will say add module. So you will see that second module also has come up and there is a prerequisite. Without them doing module 1, they can't come to module 2. Linear way they will go. This is your wish. If you feel kuch bhi pehle karne do, then don't keep any prerequisite. One more module we will add and then we'll start filling matter in the modules. So say my next module is Indian medicine. If I want now prerequisites may, two things are coming there. I want them only to do introduction. From introduction directly they can go there. Then I will say, you may or may not keep a prerequisite. It's all your choice. So now you can see 1, 2, and 3 modules are done. How many modules is up to you? NAC recommends 30 hours of courses. So presuming that they will spend 3 hours per module, you can have 9 modules also. When we say 3 hours per module, because they will be going through a lot of reading material, they'll be doing discussion, they'll be watching videos, they may be answering quizzes. So that does take up to 3 hours. Now comes the question of what, okay, up till modules, everybody is clear? Have you been able to?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, wonderful. So if you are able to create your modules, now we will put material in the modules. Modules are only skeleton, but some flesh is needed in that. So now comes the question of creating material. So if you look at this button here, the plus button, okay? If you look at your first module, by the way, we'll do one thing. We will publish the module and its items. When you click the very first one here, publish module and all items. So you'll get a green tick mark. And then at the side, you have got a plus button. Click on that plus button and see the variety that you have there in the drop-down box. You can have an assignment, you can have a quiz, you can have a file, you can have a page, you can have a discussion, and so many other things. I'll show you, we'll try all these. First, we'll go with page. So we don't give assignment right in the beginning. So we'll have a page. We have chosen page and we'll say create page. We'll click on create page and we'll give the name to page. So I'll give the name to page as meaning of Indian knowledge system. I can indent to first level. You'll see the difference. So I'll say add item. Now, if you look in your module 1, you have got one page. And you can see that they're not starting at the same. This is at one level and this is slightly indented. If I don't indent it, next one I'll see without indenting and you'll see the difference. Do the publishing there only, no problem. You can click and publish it. But actually it was empty. There is nothing on that page. There is nothing on that page. So we can click here and do edit. Okay, that is there. Okay, sorry. We'll click here. We'll add to that page. Our page is empty as of now. So when we click here, you can see that there's nothing on that page. Only the heading is there, meaning of Indian knowledge system. So I'll say edit. There is edit there. There is edit. And I can start typing here. Indian knowledge system is, you can type it in Word and then copy paste also will do. Ancient knowledge of India. We can have material here. This is very familiar. You're familiar with all this. You can go on, you can change your font size, making it bold, italics, underline. You can have different color for the text, etc. You can change the background color of your page. Try that. So the background color for the words, sorry. So you can change the background color of just certain parts. You can experiment with all the superscript and subscript if you're doing a course in science, good. You can insert a link here. So suppose there is a link, I'll just search for one link on Indian knowledge system. So if I get some good link, there is a Ministry of Education ka link, so I'm just copying that. So let's say I want to take them to the page of Ministry of Education. So I'll just say an external link and I'll put here Ministry of Education and I'll paste my link here. So this way, I don't want any color here. Ministry of Education link. So you won't see the www address here, but this is a link. It's hyperlinked. You can even put images. So suppose you have created a poster. Suppose you have created an infographic. Then you can upload an image. Now I'll upload some image from my computer. It may not be something really connected with Indian knowledge system, but I'm just taking one picture that I had, random picture. So you can upload pictures also like this. I can upload an entire picture there. You can upload a document. So suppose there is a document on your computer. I'm uploading a random document. It's nothing to do with Indian knowledge system. I'm just taking one. Just give me a minute. So you can even upload a document. You'll see here, this is the document getting uploaded. So in this manner, you can have your page with text, with links, with pictures, infographics, graphics. You can even put in a PDF, etc. When you have done all that, okay, your title and everything is there. Now, you can also decide this. Who edits it? Only teachers and students, anyone. So I would suggest that only keep that to teachers. And you click save. When you're happy with what you have done, click save. I hope we are in sync up till now.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what your page is now looking like, because you had already published your page and you have saved it. So you can have just a paragraph written. This one, if I click on it, I'll be taken to that ministry page that I had created. If I click on this particular link, I'll be taken, see, I'm directly taken to the Ministry of Education's page. Okay, so this will open, a picture can be put up. And if I click on this, what I have done, because I put there one assignment, but whatever I have uploaded, that file the students will be able to see. So your notes, etc., that you want to put up for them, I've put up one random PDF file. So in this manner, you're taking care of your quadrants. By the way, how many quadrants have we included in just this much one page? Yeah. We spoke of 4 quadrants. So what has come up here? E-tutorials would be videos, which I have not included. I have not put up any video.
But then the link can also be the
The
video.
link can be a video. You're right. The link can be a video. Then we have put up content, like that PDF file that I put up, right? I have not used
Discussion is missing.
Yeah, we have not put discussion on this page. So within the first module, we can put discussion in as a separate one. Within a module, try to have the various quadrants. Okay.
Ma'am, I
So,
have a
yeah,
question on
sure,
this
sure,
page.
sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
In this page setting, in the very last,
Hmm.
there was option for only teacher or teacher
Ha,
and
ha,
student.
ha, ha.
So can we use this for differentiating our instructions for certain students like that?
That
Page would be
certain
special for
page
that.
is only seen by certain students. Yes, you can
Yeah.
allot users.
Yeah.
There will be somewhere, no? Where,
Like some student would
correct,
require more
correct,
support.
correct,
So if I could
correct. You're
keep
right.
it for
You're
them.
right. 100%, 100% you can use. Like in whom do you assign a task to? That
Yeah.
also can be decided by you. Yes, you can make groups. There is a chance there where you can have groups. So you can have the groups also that way.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank
Then
you.
you have got, then you have got those 3 dots. So you can explore those 3 dots. A lot of formatting bullet type you can have. That is ordered lists, etc. I personally have not tried each and every of the ones, So you can see which all you can embed. Let's try what is embed. Okay, a code. Suppose you have got something, an H5P game that is created. Such a kind of game also can be embedded in here. Generally
Or
for
ma'am,
us,
simulations and all.
yes, yes, you can. If it is an external site, you could, yeah. So then it will be directly seen, just as you see this picture here. There is a difference between this one, the link. Here only the title is given and it will open up in a new tab here. Here, the picture is seen straight away. So yeah, certain when you embed, you will see it there itself. It will not be as a link. Okay. Plus you can check out what these others are. Now insert. Let's try insert. And in insert, you can add media, which you can record the media. You can upload media from your own computer, etc. You can also insert YouTube links or even a YouTube video could be directly. You would see it there as a YouTube video. No need to go on to another tab. Or you could have tables. So that becomes useful if you're presenting some, statistical data, etc. You want them to look at the statistical data and then make some discussion. So for that, tables and all become useful. Certain apps which you can explore and see which are the apps which are compatible with this. So generally a simple page would look like this. Now let's come back to modules and see what my module 1 is looking at. Okay, I think I've not seen something. 1 minute. Yeah. Every time you make a change, don't forget to the save button will be down. Now let's look at modules once again, and you'll find that under module 1, whatever you have created, right? You have got 1. Now you are going to tell me, I want a discussion under this my module is introduction to IKS. My first page in that is meaning of IKS. Now I want a discussion on IKS. After they have understood about IKS, I want a discussion on IKS. How do I bring in that discussion here with somebody?
Ma'am, the plus we can
Very
add.
good. Very
And
good.
from
Just
there we
add
can
a
choose
plus sign.
discussion.
And very good. So come on, everybody try that. And you choose discussion.
Yeah, and we can
or-
write the prompt here.
Correct.
And then
Now
they
this
can
time we
go
won't
ahead.
indent it. This time we will not indent it. And we'll write the discussion here. Significance of IKS. I want them to discuss why Indian knowledge systems are significant. Now see the difference. This was indented and this is not indented. So indenting, you just push it in. If something is below that, then still 2 indents you can give. And I'll publish it. So now it's published. But I want to, it is a blank page again. It's absolutely a blank page. Nothing is mentioned there. So yeah, I want to have some kind of discussion. I can even edit this. I can make it little. I can have this instead of just saying significance of So my title topic is this, significance of IKS, and I can have here. You have learned meaning of IKS. Why do you think it is significant? Something like that. You could have a little discussion for them. You could ask them how many pages you want. If they want to put up a video or a link, or if you have come across any Indian knowledge systems in your locality, please share. This is what I had given my last year students when they did IKS, and many people shared. Like somebody who was from Kerala was sharing IKS that person had seen there. Again, here, make sure what kind you want their names to be visible. No, you want this, or you want their names to be hidden. I want that their names and profile pictures should be visible to all. Or this is another very interesting thing. Generally, people read somebody's comment and that only they copy paste. Like sometimes we do on WhatsApp also. I want them to respond to the topic before reading other people's replies. It's first you answer and then you read other people's replies. This is nice. It will prevent copying. Sometimes they don't read anything. They read 2-3 comments and then they copy paste and make their own comment. I want them to respond and then they should view other people's response. So if that is also one way, or you can deselect that. That means they may read, they may not read, and they'll just respond. You can allow podcast. So they will upload a podcast feed instead of typing out their response. You can grade it. Remember, this is also kind of evaluation. You can allow liking. Then you can add something, you can add a to-do to it, that this is a group discussion or something of that kind. Here now, you can select a category. Here you can select whom you want in this. Other places also, you can have customized material according to the group. So you can try these different things. If you don't want all this, then just deselect, but allow great liking. Somebody has written very nice comments or very nice discussion. Then this is a group discussion. If it's a group discussion, you'll have to decide the group. If it's an open discussion, no need. And then you'll say save. Sometimes discussion also is graded. So in this manner, you have included now discussion as well. Now let's try one more page where we will give a quiz. So far, okay, comfortable?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Good. So I go back to modules. And when I go back to modules, I can see that my first module now has 2 things. Observe the difference between the icons, and you will make out that this is a page and this is discussion. So be familiar with these icons. And now for quiz, go the same way, plus sign and add a quiz. Same way, create quiz. Give a name for your quiz. Suppose IKS basics. You can put it as an assignment or it will be in assignments, obviously. So I'll indent it 1 level. That looks neat. Now you'll see the sign is only different. Again, I'll publish, but there's nothing in my quiz. So I'll go back to IKS basics. And now we'll at least fill 2 questions in the quiz. So it's a graded quiz and points, etc. We'll start putting the points. As of now, no questions are there. That is why let us edit the quiz. Let us edit the quiz. You can have some instructions there, all questions compulsory. Then you can make it a practice quiz, a graded quiz. So let me keep it a graded quiz. It's already part of my assignments here. You can shuffle the answers. And you can have a time limit, or if you put time limit, then you have to put how many minutes you're giving per quiz. If you don't want multiple attempts, then uncheck the box. But if you're wanting best of 3 attempts or something, then suppose I allow multiple attempts, which is actually done in most quizzes. You can take average, you can take last score, or I think usually we say highest. You normally say the best of 3 attempts. How many attempts also you will? So you can make it say 3 attempts, I'll give it. Let students see their quiz response. Obviously, after their last attempt, that is better. Let them see the correct answers only after their last attempt. But if they're children who are learning, like suppose it's a less, you're doing this for non-English speaking students, and you want them to see the right response even after first, like they don't know grammar, and you want them, otherwise it will just be trial and error maybe. So even if they do a quiz one time and they see the correct answers immediately, I think for a person learning grammar first time, they are learning something new, that also can be allowed. You can have a date on which you can show the correct answers, etc. Okay. Whether you need a code, I think you can keep it open. We'll say save. We have just saved the settings of the quiz. Okay, we have just saved the settings of the quiz. And we should be able to add questions to the quiz. As of now, there are no questions, but we'll go to assignment. Let's save it as an assignment. So go to edit. Can anybody see? Now, okay. When we go to edit, when I go to assignments, I saw my quiz. In assignments, I'll take you through that again if you have missed that. In assignments, you'll see your quiz now there because it was part of an assignment. So click on that. You have just saved the settings, but there are no questions in your quiz. So go to edit. And now you'll see here that the questions can be added. So go to next to details, there is questions. So click on questions. New question. Now the rest is like, I'm not putting questions from, okay, what is full form? IKS. That is my question, and the correct answer that will be automatically shuffled. Indian systems. Other answers, under possible answers, put other answers. Indigenous. Okay, that can be. IKS actually is indigenous knowledge system. Sorry, I'll change the question here. Because indigenous knowledge system. Okay, so let me take Indian knowledge systems covers knowledge of so I can have here now one of this medicine, and let me say all the other ones are totally something out of the world, like let us say computer. Generally, when we say Indian knowledge systems, it is something from the past, not something very contemporary. Future world, AI, artificial intelligence. I can give this and I'll say update question. So my one question is ready. Let me add another question. So let me say my question is dash was famous you can say mathematician ancient. The correct answer should be here. You can have the other answers whoever. Now, once you have adequate number of questions, you have saved 2 questions are there. And if I go back to assignments, I can also preview my quiz, by the way. So just preview my quiz. Basically, I should be able to change the. Only one question was saved. Right? The second question didn't get saved. But okay, like let me see for this. Suppose covers knowledge of medicine. I don't know what happened to the second question. Why it did not get saved. Some mistake must have been there from my side. But we can add like this kind of questions and you will get your highest score, how many points you have got, etc. So you scored 1 out of 1. So you can add more questions by going to your quiz, go to edit and go to questions. Somehow my second question, I don't know where it went. Maybe I did not save it.
It was not saved.
It was not saved. I think that was my mistake. So you can have your second question and you can have questions like this. Once you have understood how to put in, and then automatically that point will become, by the way, your questions can be of variety, multiple choice, and so many other, even essay type questions. But essay type question, you will have to check and give the marks. But these objective type question, easily you can have. So you can try this variety of questions that you have. You can even change the points manually here. 2 points for this question. Suppose it is having 2 answers. Let us say, multiple answers, one of questions also you can have. So these kind of options are there. Try out the easiest one first, and the easiest one is just simple multiple choice. But then you can change that difficulty levels, etc., and go on. So what are the basic things that you needed to know? I have explained to you. Any doubt up till here? Any queries or any doubt up till here? You know how to put in a video. You can upload your own or take from the YouTube, etc. It is not a question of plagiarism because you are taking them to the YouTube site to see that video. So you can definitely use those. Then when you are putting the material on a page, see that you don't copy paste it from anywhere. It should be your material. If you are doing that, then whatever care you take for avoiding plagiarism, I said, things to be taken there. We saw how to put quizzes, which is part of e-assessment. We saw how to have discussion. We saw how to upload files. So this way, all the 4 quadrants are completed. And very important thing is what is the use of a course if there are no people? So how to add your students to it? That is a very important thing. So here you will find this in the menu. You'll find people. So you can now already one person is there, the teacher, but you can add people and just type their email addresses with a comma. That is all you need to do. Here they have given you example. So you can use an email address and please specify the role. If you want somebody as a teacher, then you will assign the role of teacher. So teacher can add modules and do whatever you, the main teacher, are doing. Only that teacher can't delete your course. Otherwise, they can do everything else that you are doing. So you can have a teaching assistant. Generally, we have a teacher with us, a course teacher or a course designer you can have. And what is their role? They can interact with the users only in this section. So they will not interact with your learners doing another course. So suppose I'll have to put in some subject important, for example, I'll put in my alternate address. So once you have, I've invited this person, or I can invite this person as a student also. And I'll say next. So immediately I come to know that this person has got, it has gone to so and so person. And an email also will come to me at this given address. So your students can be involved, done like this. Okay, they want me to resolve this address. So I'm taking that one. And then I can, because this person has already been added to my course, I can add more users also. I can add, so you can see here. This is me. With this address, I created the course. I'm the teacher. And this is my alternate address, which I have given, where I'm a student. My invitation is pending. On my email, I'll see you have been invited to join this course. So I have to accept the invitation. And in this manner, we can invite our students. This is the total time that I have spent just now on my course. Just during this workshop, this course was created. So that also is shown here. Once there are people in your course, then you will be able to see their analytics. What I showed you for my courses, I showed you, so when that person was last active and how many pages, etc. That is seen there. You can also delete a course. Okay, so if you're not happy with the course, and that is what I will be doing to this course. So just an experimental course. So when I went to my settings, in settings, whatever I had done, but I can also delete my course from here. I can end my course. I can see the statistics of my course. Obviously, there's nobody in my course, so I can't see any statistics. How many students are there? I cannot see anything because, but I know that one discussion was added, one assignment I have given, the quiz, one quiz is there. How many have accepted my invitation, not accepted? Their assignments, all I can see here. How many have uploaded, etc. Oh, who are the students now? This is the invitation that I sent to my alternate email, the student wala. This person was last active last year. So all these things can be seen by you. One thing that I want to show you is as a student view how your course looks. So if you go to modules, we'll wind up in a short while. You will find at the corner there view as student. And this is what a course, because we should know what this is how it will look as a student. So as a student will see like this. And when the student will click on this, it's always good to try it out as a student. So see, this is what it will look like for the student with those PDFs, etc. And when they finish this, then next button also has come. From first page, they will go to second page, where we had a discussion. So the student can reply as well here. So I'm just typing something. So the students reply also. The student can attach a file also. Okay. So they can reply. So that reply also will come. And then for a student, it will look like this, taking the quiz, etc. The basic things that you need to know, I have covered up. There are many more things perhaps which we have to explore and see, but this is good enough for you to kickstart. And okay, by the way, you can leave the student view. There is one leave student view. You can leave the student view and come back to teacher's view. So this is what it looks like to a teacher. Every page, if you do that, better. Just to get a feeling. So fine with that. Whatever basic things I had to show you that I have covered. Any query from your side? Any query from your side? If you go to account, you can do your own account settings, your picture. When I go to account now, I can edit my picture, my whatever is needed from this about me. When I go to dashboard, I can see all my courses. Let me see whether this course, by the way. Now this course, very important, sorry. This course we just now created. The course is created. It's important to publish a course. So I only publish the modules and I publish the pages, if you remember. That is why you were getting those green ticks. Very important, publish your course. Once your course is ready, see, your course will come in the published course. I hope this point is clear. Right now, your course also might be in the unpublished course. Publish it. Without that, it will not be accessible. You have to publish the course for everybody to see it. So you can, if you want, you can change some other background here and all. You can have dabble with all these. You can dabble with this background color. That's what I was just dabbling with. So you can change the look of your course. That is good. Like you can make out there is a slight difference in this one and this one to help me know which is last year's and which is this year's group. You can try these things. I'll just wind up showing you one course that we did 4 years ago, because this course has a welcome note for the students. The homepage had a welcome note, etc. for the students. And this course, which was done 4 years ago, this had very few modules. All Google apps were taught. Today, everybody knows these things. This was during the pandemic. So these were 3 modules that they had. And that time, feedback on the course. I had taken a final quiz, but feedback on the course, I had attached, I had put a Padlet link. So you can take feedback through a Google form, or at that time I had taken it through a Padlet link and 2020 May. Then I repeated that course again for the next batch and they would give the feedback on a Padlet link.
And can we use the rubric also as feedback?
Yes. Good, you brought that point out. There is a scope for rubric. There is a scope for putting rubrics. So you can use rubrics. Rubrics you can use for assignments. Suppose you are doing Indian knowledge system and you tell them, explore one thing in your area, which you think is describing Indian knowledge systems. And then you can give them a rubric. No? Like how well they have analyzed it and have they given you enough evidences and all, they can do that. So for feedback, I used an external app, and this becomes good because everywhere we are asked evidences and stuff like that. So, and these evidences, if you see, you can actually see 3 years ago, very light, that you can see that when was this evidence given by the students. So that makes it, that brings a lot of authenticity because the date, stamp, etc. remains. So what I hope in this short while, I have been able to at least lead you to the basics of a
Ma'am,
course.
I have one question from
Sure,
my
definitely.
Ma'am, you're saying that from evidence point of view, we can show this, but in NAC, it asks us to show or give a link. So is there a way where the other person can see this?
Link for this नहीं पूछते. Padlet का link दे सकते हैं ना? Padlet का link you can give for feedback. But
Or
you want
course का link?
Course का link, then anybody will join it. What happens? All our SSRs are out on our, even if they're not on our website, they are out on the NAC website. कोई भी join करेगा course, and then what if somebody puts some not so good remarks in discussion and all. So,
Okay.
But what we can do is take screenshots of this as evidence. Link of the course. अभी तक तो SSR में या AQAR में link of course is not asked. Link of course is not asked
No,
anywhere.
they give us option of putting any one link, right? So we can decide what.
That is for additional information and all.
Yeah.
Therefore, additional information, maybe you can create a PDF document showing screenshots of all these different things and share that as a link. But keeping the link of your course open, I feel best is to invite them only through email. So authentic people only will be on our course.
Okay.
नहीं तो filter नहीं रहेगा. And anybody will comment anything and all. So that danger will be there. Any query from anybody else? Any query from?
Just
Yeah.
to ask, ma'am, if we want to share the link with, not to our own students, but few of the people, like, so can we share the link? Means how we can share the link of that course?
Now what will happen? Now, for example, this one, this particular course of mine, the link was there, and yeah, even an outsider could join it, I think. Generally, best is to invite only through email. But this one, like if I'll go to home of this course, this one, this was the link. Like if I'll share you this link, you also will be able to see it just now, I think. If you just now I shared one link with you, I think you all will also be able to access what is the course about. Is it working, that link?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's, but you cannot join the course, I think.
No, ma'am, we can't join the course, but we can know about the course.
That way. So this was
So
one.
for advertising or something, like we can use the link right now.
You can use the link for advertising, but I'm always afraid of unwanted people getting onto courses. That is one danger. Also, people robbing your material, etc. If you give them free access to the course. That is the reason why having a course with deadlines, no start date ye or end date, that is always better. अपने खुद के students भी 5 साल बाद क्या लिखेंगे and all, sometimes we can't guarantee. So that is why for us to be safe, better to keep that. Or somebody will start bullying somebody. We can't decide all these things. That is a good thing to restrict just to your people, unless, of course, if you're doing it on a very massive scale and not. Normally, nuisance people don't join, but just to avoid such, and especially copying of your material, So this was the way, this particular course, like I told you this, I had in mind, so I had given it this license, but you can keep it private also. I had shown you this under settings. Like when you go to settings, then under settings, yeah. So somewhere I had put that, I had given that, that's a public course, and somewhere I must, here, license.
Yeah, ma'am, in the CC.
Yeah, I had given, but if I could have made it private also. Here, since there was no material that anybody could copy, and those were days of, when we were freely allowing people to learn, and all, now also we allow freely to learn. So this way you can check that out. There are many things that I have not touched upon. Big blue button and all, I myself have not tried it out. Collaborations, etc. Certain things I have not tried out. Grades, etc. You can see here. You can, if it's here, I have not looked at individual grades. I only looked at the final quiz results and released the certificates for them. But you can always look at analytics and you can check. Only remember to scroll that bar because analytics will be of today. So you look here. I did analytics. Okay. Yeah. You can see the analytics at that time, what it was like. Like it's like, literally attendance for your course, which you can take. There is some for attendance also, but I have not tried this particular one out. So some basic things I have completed with you. And I'm sure this is enough for you to go ahead and, at least launch your first course and then keep refining, keep seeing what to add. Try to make it substantial number of hours with enough reading material and also that you can justify that it's a 30 hour course. Like, any queries from your side? Any questions that you would, because then I can stop sharing. Otherwise, anything to be still shown here.
I don't have a question, but I would
Sure.
like to share if you allow.
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Yeah, go on. You want to share the screen? Oh, that will be lovely if anybody of you who have done and you want to share your screen.
Not the screen, just
Acha.
something like, because our videos are very heavy. So those videos can be uploaded on YouTube and we can keep it as
Very
not
nice, very
and
nice.
that we can link it because Canvas has a 500 MB per course limit. So we
Absolutely.
can't cross that.
Absolutely.
So we
Yes.
need to be saving our
Yes,
all MBs from
yes,
the point
yes,
of view of
yes.
that.
100%. That's a good idea. Yeah, you can share it on your YouTube and then give the link of that. Perfectly all right. Perfectly all right. Anybody else? If anybody wanted to show their course that they made, then I have stopped sharing screen. And if the others don't mind
Yes,
that,
ma'am. Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
yeah, who wanted to? Priyanka, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And give me
Yeah, you
little
got it.
chance.
Yeah.
Ma'am, the
I have
rights
to
are
join
open, you
to-
can share.
1 minute, madam. I have to
Yeah,
join from laptop now.
Sure, ma'am,
okay.
take your time.
Any other queries anybody has? And see, one more thing, UGC regulations now say that certain amount of credits can also be given for courses that are done online. So I look at this might be the kind of future learning where 40% I read was credits can be earned even through online courses. One nice
Yes, ma'am.
thing is,
And even each course can be 40% online. So you
correct.
can have few
Yes,
modules
so
online.
correct. We are always, we say we are short of time. And things like when we want to give them something new, I personally feel that today, when I look at our, Priyanka, whenever you're ready, share. Whenever I look at my students, where they have joined, majority are joining CBSE, or nowadays the trend is more for IB and all. And I don't know if you're training them adequately with those kind of skills. So if there is a kind of course that will especially train them with those kind of methods that are more popular today. What I mean?
Madam, I'm not able to join with the laptop.
Okay, so
So
you are,
I'm just reversing my camera.
yeah, no
Uh,
problem. If you could pin her, anybody? Yeah, you can see the dashboard. There are 2 courses you have done already.
One, yes, two, second one by mistake. So
Yeah.
dash. So this is my course, Indian Psychotherapy and Stress.
Good. And modules we banaya आपने?
So yes, the first module is Introduction to Indian Psychotherapy. Under that, 4 attachments are there. 1 page, 1 link, and the 1 discussion, and basics quiz.
Correct.
So under the quiz, I have added 2 questions.
Right. So you can have more material. Infographics are also very useful, I found. Yes, Megha is nice, Megha.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Megha, go to modules. Megha, go to modules.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I was just trying to share and it's.
Megha, first time you're making a MOOC?
No, ma'am, this is my
You have
third
done.
time.
So that's why Megha is a pro in it. Yeah. So
But
see,
it is really working, ma'am, and I want to revise everything, all points cleared today. And it was a beautiful and a wonderful session. I just tried it, ma'am.
actually, until you do hands-on, yeah.
Just for
Correct. But that is nice. You're looking at the various C's. 21st century C's that you have. Critical thinking can come, creativity can come in that.
Yes,
Surely.
yes.
Surely those can be. And these are some things that are very essential for the students. Also, what happens when we keep compulsory course in college and all, they're forced to attend and all. You can have according to their capabilities, needs. Right. Good. Good. Good.
Some rough course.
Even we can have, you're teaching a topic like educational management, आप पढ़ा रहे हो, ठीक है, लेकिन वही 6 जो units अपने syllabus में है, that also can be a MOOC, so that both can be used by students. Obviously, we should not be absent in college and only do through MOOC, but to help out there as well. This, you can explore these kind of things. And when they complete all activities, they participate in all discussions, then you can release their certificates, etc. Feel free to cover your MOOCs, and if there are any queries, you can always text me or you can mail me, and whatever is possible, I will try to resolve the problems. So you can try this, and all the best. Thank you, Dr. Spotty, once again for the initiative, and my pleasure. I was afraid that I hope all the technology and all goes well, because coordinating something online sometimes becomes, especially when we are using less of it these days. Thank you, and thank you for Jyoti for taking that lead. नहीं तो उसमें एक आधा घंटा और जाता to get
You're
people.
most welcome.
So that was a wonderful thing on your part. That is real proactive. Yes, सचमुच proactive है. Very important. Yes.
Thank you, Madam Agnes, for the wonderful session, and thank you so much for actually offering to do the course for us. And
No problem. My pleasure to
taking-
always share. One more thing, as we just before your vote of thanks, and all, I would recommend everybody also to try free AI tools. I don't know how many of you have explored magicschoolforteachers.com. Then there is QRepod, which is very, very nice, very interesting it is. QRepod, Magic School, then GitHub is there for making your concept maps, etc. So explore these, and I'm sure you will. Conquer is there, conquer.ai for making ready-made quizzes and all. Please explore this, and you can add a new dimension even to your face-to-face class with artificial intelligence tools in the class. So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, for those suggestions also.
Ma'am, just a minute.
And
Ma'am,
those
can you
who-
please repeat the name again?
Sorry.
Excuse
One
me,
is
ma'am.
QRepod.com. This will
Okay, ma'am.
this will take your teaching to another level only altogether.
Ma'am,
Then
can you spell?
CURIPOD, QRepod.com. Then magicschoolforteachers.com. This you must show your students.
Yes.
Very useful. Magicschoolforteachers.com. Then Conquer, CONKER, conquer.ai, I think. It makes ready-made quizzes for you.
Mhm.
And GitHub, GITHUB.
Yeah.
I think just put up, Jyoti has put up on the this speaker. Please try these tools, and even ready-made lesson plans. We are not encouraging our students to do that, but sometimes, you get, you can't think of new ideas for teaching and all.
Good sample space.
Yeah, so you can try these tools, especially for making our, like AI is going to be another thing that's shifting the way we teach. So please explore these things as well. Okay, thank you so much. Over
Thank
to
you, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am, and for the participants, thank you so much for the active participation, for those who have engaged in the discussion. And for the others, I know maybe we couldn't catch up with the speed with which it was happening. But definitely we are uploading the video, the recording in our YouTube channel, so you can go back and have a review of today's session in our college, Rizvi College YouTube channel. Thank you, Agnes ma'am. Thank you so much.
Potty, can I speak for a minute?
Yes, Maria ma'am, we were waiting for you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Good evening. Actually, I missed something in between, but excellent session. I created my own this thing also, login and everything. And I was also trying, and I was trying to cope up with the speed, and I did something, but then I had something very urgent. I had to leave. And I was about to say that please share the video, and thank you for saying that you are uploading it on the YouTube. Agnes ma'am, it was very engaging. Really thankful, and I will take the contact number from Spotty to engage one session for my staff in my college also.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you so much.
physical is an issue. So actually one thing, now see, there are so many from Rizvi's who I'm sure have understood it well, and they will do it well. You can have them also as they will definitely be good resource persons. Really speaking, Maria ma'am, this should be like in a computer lab, and when we can go to one person and resolve their
Exactly,
difficulties.
exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I will try to arrange it that
Yeah,
manner.
something like that you can have. I
Sure.
think Rizvi College staff is now competent enough even to handle that. Okay, should
Any,
not be a problem.
thank
I
you
think.
so much, ma'am. It was a pleasure listening to you.
Thank you.
So that's Dr. Maria, who is professor in Rizvi Art Science Commerce College, and she is the IQAC coordinator of the college, a senior teacher from Rizvi Art Science College, ma'am. And she is looking forward to your session, the most experienced expert one.
I don't know. I don't say so.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true,
we
that's
just learn from trial and error. What I'm not saying that I'm excellent at MOOCs, but whatever little thing and what has worked for us, hopefully will work for you.
One single last question, shall I ask? Ma'am, this MOOC which we are developing, can we call it as a e-content as well?
100%. Because it is 4-quadrant approach. When you look at
Yes.
CAS, you're thinking from point of view of CAS. In
Yes.
CAS, it
Yes.
is a 4-quadrant approach. You can try. Some of them will say, नहीं सिर्फ स्वयं वाले वगैरह चाहिए, वो ही हम पकड़ेंगे. But at least try तो करो. Create. It is the following. CAS में
Yeah.
सिर्फ इतना बोला है कि 4-quadrant approach
4-quadrant.
follow.
Yes.
वो स्वयं पे होना चाहिए, पोसिरा पे होना चाहिए, notice से. So you can, even for CAS and all, you can try putting it forward. There are marks for this for CAS. When you do career
Thank you.
advancement.
Thank
So
you,
you can
ma'am.
try. It
Thank
depends
you so
upon the
much, ma'am.
committee.
And let me tell you, when I heard your name, I said ki I will join and all my staff will join for the same. As ma'am is,
There you have
expert in
Payal. Payal also can personally guide you.
yeah,
She's
yes.
also one.
And I put the
And
course as well
it's an
for
honor, ma'am.
open education for a better world. So my
Yes.
course is there
Yes,
also.
yes. Megha, you too are part of it,
Uh,
definitely. Yes.
So it's a wonderful session. Thank you so much, Agnes ma'am.
Thank you.
Dr. Agnes ma'am, and all the, this we, all the team members, Poti ma'am, Nahida actually told us to join, means she coordinated very well. And I told her that we all are going to join as Dr. Agnes ma'am is coming for the session, for taking the session. So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Nice to listen.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. Okay.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Agnes Madam. In a very short period of time, you have explained too many things to us, especially how to create 4-quadrant and how to create assignments, quizzes, etc. For the MOOC. It was really very wonderful session. And before I'm requesting Dr. Shweta Shrivastava Madam to propose formal vote of thanks. But before that, Jyoti Madam, can you share the feedback link in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am, I've done so.
Okay, thank you so much, Jyoti Madam. Now I'm requesting Dr. Shweta Shrivastava Madam, kindly propose formal vote of thanks. Over to you, Shweta Madam.
As we conclude our faculty development program on creative MOOCs, I am pleased to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all those who have contributed to its success. I would like to begin by expressing my sincere appreciations to our President, Dr. Akhtar Hassan Rizvi, and our Director, Advocate Mrs. Rubina Akhtar Rizvi, for their unwavering support and visionary leadership in organizing this enlightening initiative. A special thanks to our esteemed principal, Dr. Swati Karthik, whose guidance and encouragement have been pivotal throughout this program. Your dedication to advancing our institution's educational standards is truly commendable. We are immensely grateful to Dr. Agnes D'Costa, Associate Professor at Pushpanjali College of Education, Vasai, for sharing her expertise on MOOC development. We would like to extend our deepest appreciation to Dr. D'Costa for sharing her wealth of knowledge and expertise with us. Your engaging presentation and comprehensive coverage of the intricacy involved in creating managing MOOCs have been truly enlightening. We are incredibly fortunate to have had the opportunity to learn from someone of your caliber. Our appreciation extends to Mrs. Nahida Madviwala, our diligent IPAC coordinator, whose meticulous planning and coordination were crucial in ensuring the seamless execution of this program. To our dedicated staff members, Dr. Gyan Prakash Arya, Dr. Priyanka Pandey, Ms. Jyoti Bhatia, Mrs. Himangi Jodlikar, thank you for your hard work and unwavering support. Your dedication is the keystone for our institution success. Finally, I extend my deepest appreciations to all the respected participants from various renowned institutions. Your active engagement and enthusiasm have not only made this program worthwhile, but have also enriched our collective learning experience. Your commitment to furthering your professional expertise is truly inspiring. May the knowledge and insights gained from this program inspire us all in our continued pursuits of academic excellence and innovations. Thank you once again for your invaluable participation and support. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Shweta Madam. Thank you, Agnes, Dr. Agnes Madam. Dr. Spotty Karthik Madam, can we end the session or anything more you want to share or discuss? Spotty Madam?
If there are no more questions or any discussions remaining, then we can end it. Just 1 minute more. I think there are no more questions coming up, so we may close the session now. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you,
much.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Agnes ma'am. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
I am pausing or stopping the recording.